Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Inca Talks through Alpaca Expeditions TV. Today we are going to continue with our briefing sessions, and today we are going to talk about the Salkantay Trek 5 days, 5 nights. This is one of the most famous treks in the whole area of Peru, and also the second most famous that we have here in Alpaca Expeditions. So today we are going to explain everything that you need to know from the packing list to the day-by-day itinerary and the last day in Machu Picchu for this day. So let's start with this packing list for the Salkantay Trek. The Salkantay Trek it's different than the Inca Trail due to the higher elevation and also lower temperature. So you need to be ready in order for going against this. Temperatures may drop even below 0 degrees or 32 Fahrenheit. So you need to be ready. Having layers is very important. So we advise you to have a base layer on the top and bottom of your body so you can have a control of the temperature of your body while hiking and especially while sleeping. Second thing is to bring t-shirts. These need to be cotton in order for them to absorb all the sweat that you are going to be getting along the hike and also during the night. You will need a fleece jacket in order to protect yourself from the wind. Since we are going to be going up, the wind current is going to be higher and a little bit more aggressive, so you need to be ready for it. You will need trekking pants. If this can be waterproof as well, that would be amazing in order for guaranteeing you not getting uncomfortable in case getting wet. Also, in terms of shoes, you will need to bring your trekking boots. This is mandatory for this kind of experience. Remember, this is a multi-day trek involving campsites as well. So, during the day, you will need to have special trekking boots. We recommend you to bring the ankle covering ones in order for avoiding any kind of injury. You don't want to get all slippery and having any kind of injury that will ruin your experience. So you need to have a special kind of boots. The trekking boots are mandatory for this kind of experience. Once you get to the campsite, you can change to sneakers or to flip-flops in order to let your feet get some rest and also to relax a little bit. Now, for your head, you will need to have a beanie hat during the night and during the early morning, and a hat when you are hiking and the sun is on top of you to avoid any kind of sunburn. We are going to provide all the needed equipment for the night, like tents and a sleeping pad. But if you want to bring your own sleeping bag, you are more than welcome to do it. Remember that your sleeping bag needs to be special for the part of trekking. Make sure that this is 10 to 15 minus Celsius in order to protect you during the night because temperatures will drop, especially during the first 2 days. On the Salkantay Trek, we are going to get very high at almost 5,000 meters high. So you need to get ready for it. Oh, now, on the things that we are going to include you are going to have a duffel bag where you're going to be able to carry up to 7 kilos. Inside of this duffel bag, you will have your sleeping bag, and if you are renting an air mattress, it means that you are going to have 4 kilos for your belongings. And inside of this duffel bag, we are going to provide you one day pack cover for your day packs and one plastic poncho. We previously recommend you to bring rain gear. Well, bring it. This plastic poncho is in order for you to put on top of everything so this raining poncho can get all of the rain because it will get dry in a second since it's plastic. These are the things that you need to bring. Of course, you need to bring snacks for you, mosquito repellent, sunscreen, and water. Don't forget about water and a place to store this water. We are going to provide you water from the first camping launch on, so you need to bring for the first section of the trek. That's the only thing that you need to bring. Now let's continue with the trekking. Day one. This day we are going to cover 18 kilometers in total as a total hiking distance. Weather is going to be cold, windy, and rainy. This doesn't matter if it's wet or dry season, there's always a chance of rains. And now the highlights of the day one is going to the Humantay Lake and being the first ones there, and also going up to the Salkantay Pass and seeing the Salkantay Mountain in front of you. The most confusing thing of our 5.5 days and 5 nights Salkantay experience is this point 5 days. Why are we going to pick you up the first afternoon? Why are we starting in the afternoon and not at the morning like the other treks? It is because we want to beat the crowds. We have studied this road many times, and we got with a perfect itinerary for you. We're going to pick you up at 3 p.m. from your hotel, and we are going to drive 3 hours to the Soraypampa region. In Soraypampa, we have a property with our glass cabañas. Here you're going to be able to have one good dinner made by your trekking chef, and also the chance to sleep at a normal bed and having the all Andean sky on top of you. You're going to be able to sleep under the stars before starting your trek. This is for the first section of this afternoon. Day one is going to be very challenging, but it's going to be one of the most beautiful days as well. We are going to start very early. We are going to have breakfast made by our trekking chef, and we are going to hike to the Humantay Lake. This will be 1 hour and 30 minutes uphill, more or less. And the moment that you get to the lake, you are going to be basically alone. All of the tours for the Humantay Lake or the other Salkantay treks start in the morning. So when they get up to the Humantay Lake, we are going to be getting down. You're going to have the chance to see the whole area only for yourself and without any kind of crowds, which is one of the biggest highlights in this whole experience, having the Humantay Lake only for you. So you're going to get all of the time that you want at this place. If you are really brave, you can try to touch the water because it's freezing cold. And when you're done, you're going to get down in order to go to your camping lodge, which is in Soirococha. This is going to be 3 hours and gradually descending until you get to the lunch spot. Once you get here, you're going to be treated with the lunch made by your trekking chef. This is going to be a buffet version lunch with three-course meal, soups, main course, and also dessert. The main course will be presented as a buffet version in order for you to get all of the right portion for you. If you want more food, you only need to keep serving yourself. If not, serve as much as you want. This food is also shared with our team. Both team and clients will have the same food made by our cooks. After you have some time to relax, you're going to continue to the highest point of this experience, which is the Salkantay Pass. The Salkantay Pass is located at 4,650 meters high, which is more than 15,000 feet. This is the highest point in the whole experience and a point that is even higher than the actual Inca Trail. Here you're going to be able to see next to you the Salkantay mountain snow peak. This is the highlight of the trek and also the reason why it's called the Salkantay Trek. This is going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes up, and you're going to have enough time to take a lot of pictures and also to take some rest before getting down 3 hours until Machu, which is going to be our camping site to have dinner and also spend the night. Once you get there, dinner will be already served. You're going to be able to have dinner and also a happy hour to recover your energies. And then you're going to go to bed because you will need to take some rest. It's going to be a really long day, but it's going to be amazing. This is going to be the end of day one, which is the most challenging day. Day two. During day two, we are also going to cover 18 kilometers, but this is not going to be uphill as day one, which is going to be easier. Weather will start getting more humid, warmer, because we are going to get down to the cloud forest. The highlights of this day is getting to the Hobbit house. We are going to get to our campsite in Loreto, and you're going to be our Hobbit house. Now, let's talk about day two. After we wake up in Machay, we are going to have breakfast with our team. We are going to hike from Machay to Chauyay for about 4 hours in order to get to our camping lunch. This is not going to be uphill, it's going to be decent getting down gradually, but with some ups, like we call the Inca flat, some ups and some downs. Once we get here, you are going to start seeing the change of weather from the high mountains to the cloud forest. From this spot, we are going to hike for another 4 hours to our private campsite, which is located in Loreto. Here in Loreto, we are going to present you the Hobbit houses. The Hobbit houses is our property, our lodge that we have for only our people doing the 5.5 days 5 nights Salkantay trek. And this has all the facilities that you will need and you will find at a normal hotel. You're going to have hot water for having a shower. You're going to sleep on a normal bed. Each room has a private toilet, and also on the lower part, you're going to have a jacuzzi. Yeah, you're going to have a jacuzzi in order to relax. You can have a beer. All in the meantime, that your trekking chef is going to have dinner ready for you. You're going to have dinner and you're going to take some rest. After all, it's going to be 8 hours hiking, even though it's mostly flat. And you can take some rest and take a lot of pictures of this whole property because you're going to be surrounded by nature. And that will be the end of day two. And now for day three, we are going to hike a total of 14 kilometers and we are going to have a very, very cloudy weather. We are going to be inside of the cloud forest, so weather is going to be really hot and humid. In terms of highlights, this day we are going to be able to go to a coffee farm, and most importantly, we are going to be inside of the Inca Trail at the Yactapata point. So, after that, we wake up at the Hobbit House, we are going to go to Lukmabamba, where we are going to visit the coffee farms. Here we can find different kinds of coffee, and also the people there will teach us how to make our own coffee, how to grind it, how to make it. You're going to have the chance to purchase them from them because it will be the perfect souvenir, or if you are a coffee lover, you're going to be able to take them home. From that point, you're going to keep walking for about 2 hours to the Yactapata point, and you're going to cover the different fields that they have for avocados and different kind of fruits as well. This is a very, very productive area due to the weather and also to the kind of ground that they have. Once that we get inside of the Inca Trail, because we are going to get inside the Inca Trail, we are going to go directly to the Yactapata archaeological site. In this site, you are going to have the chance to see Machu Picchu at a distance. This is going to be the first glance of Machu Picchu that we are going to have. This is a very special and sacred place that is located inside of the Inca Trail, and your guide is going to provide all the needed information that you need about the site. After that, you're going to walk for about 20 minutes down and you're going to get to the campsite where you're going to spend the night. This day may seem that is too short, but it's actually going to be full with different activities, will make you have a very, very nice time and unique experience. Now, for day four, we are going to cover about 12 kilometers. Weather is going to be the same as this last day, and the highlight is that you are going to have the chance to get to Aguascalientes, but before you're going to pass through the hydroelectric. From the hydroelectric station, we are going to go to the Intihuatana. The Intihuatana is the sundial rock that was used for the Incas as a normal watch now and also to predict the different stations. This is a very important place and your guide is going to explain all of the different features that this place has. From this point, you're going to go all the way, which is about 3 hours, to the city of Aguascalientes. This is going to be walking along the train racks. Here you're going to have the chance to see Machu Picchu as well, as you are getting very close to it, and also getting to the city of Aguascalientes, which is the only town that is located next to Machu Picchu. Here, the moment that you get, you're going to be taken directly to have your lunch and then to your hotel. You're going to spend one night at a hotel before doing your Machu Picchu tour on the next day. This hotel is going to be a 3 stars, but if you want to upgrade it, you are free to do it. We are going to present you different options, and dinner will be as well in Aguascalientes. You will have the chance to explore this town, but we advise you to go to bed early because you're going to stop pretty early the next day as well. And now for day five, this is the most important day. We don't need to tell you what's the highlight because this is going to be the Machu Picchu visit. You're going to have your visit to Machu Picchu, and this is the most important day of your whole experience. You're going to wake up about 4:30 a.m. All of the hotels in Aguascalientes provide breakfast from very early because they know everybody wants to be the first one to Machu Picchu. So you're going to have the chance to have your breakfast, and then you're going to be taken with your guide to the bus station at 5:30 a.m. That is the time that the first bus goes up. You're going to go up in a bus that is 30 minutes, and once you get inside, you're going to have a 2 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes guided tour towards the whole Machu Picchu. Remember, Machu Picchu works as a circuit. If you go from point A to point B, you can't come back to point A. So if you want to stay at a place, just ask your guide. Just tell him that you want to take an extra picture, that you want a couple of minutes there, and he will be more than happy to provide you this extra time. You're going to be taken until the common areas that is almost at the end of the experience, and your guide is going to provide you your train tickets and your bus tickets. He's going to get down and will be waiting for you down in Aguascalientes. If you have any extra hike like Huayna Picchu hike or Machu Picchu mountain hike, you are going to have the chance to get out of the site and get in again in order to go up to Machu Picchu Mountain or going all the way to Huayna Picchu Mountain. After this, you only need to take your bus down all the way to Aguascalientes and your guide will be waiting for you. The last lunch is not included, but your guide is going to give you different options based on your budget and liking. And after that, your guide will take the 255 local train all the way to Ollantaytambo. You're going to have the 255, 320, or 422 expeditions train. If you want to upgrade to Vistaram, times will change from 137 or 443. It's totally up to you. But it doesn't matter which station you're going to get, even Ollantaytambo or Poroy, your guide will be there waiting for you with the Alpaca Expeditions transportation in order to take you back to your hotel. This is a door-to-door service. We are going to pick you up from your hotel the first afternoon and we are going to drop you off at your hotel on the last night, and that will be the end of the service. This is an amazing experience. This is the best way to get this Salkantay experience with the different features that Alpaca Expeditions has to offer. The glass cabañas being the first ones in Humantay, going up to the Salkantay Pass, having the hobbit houses for you, getting to Yactapata, a nice hotel in Aguascalientes, and also being at Machu Picchu with the best guides that Cusco has to offer, and also being taken to your hotel the last night. That will be the end of the service, and also that's the end of today's briefing. We are going to continue the next week with another briefing, with another experience. We are getting very close for being able to meet you here and have these amazing treks with you in person. We can't wait for you to have all of this experience in person with us, and we are waiting for you. Remember that you can follow us on social media, which is Facebook and Instagram, and if you want to contact us directly, just go to alpacaexpeditions.com and contact any of our sales representatives. They are going to be more than happy to reply to any question that you may have and also booking any experience that you want to do with us. Ask them away. They are going to be more than happy to provide all the needed information and to help you with every step until you get here to Cusco. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for keeping posted with the Inca Talks for Alpaca Expeditions TV. See you in another video. Thank you very much.